All right, guys, how's it going? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, right? I've decided to go to the pub after all today. All week I've been saying, I'm not going out this weekend. I want to be fresh for Tuesday. I'm going to England on Tuesday. I want to be fresh, blah, blah, blah. I've been trying to convince myself, basically. And it's Saturday, you know what I mean? It's Saturday, it's a lovely day outside. I'm bored off my tits already. It's not even, well, it's just gone 1 o'clock. The boys are messaging since 9:45 this morning. So I've had 2 of them messaging saying, are we meeting today? Coming out, Dung. And I'm like holding back, you know what I mean? But I've decided to go, right? It'll be all right, won't it, guys? So thanks to those of you that bought the super chat things, whatever they're called, super thanks things this week, because we're going to have a drink on you. It's not coffee after all right? Okay, so we're going to be talking about the next permanent manager of Liverpool Football Club. That's what it's called in the betting markets. And these odds that I'm going to be discussing are only from Bet365. Not because I have any kind of partnership with them. I do not. I don't provide betting links of any description in videos, social media or anything. All right, I don't do that. I pick Bet365 because that's just a company that I used to have a bet with usually. All right. And from when Jurgen Klopp announced his decision to leave Liverpool Football Club, I've been watching their markets for the next manager of Liverpool Football Club. It's no good jumping around the different, companies, and saying, well, his favourite here or his second. No point. You've got to stick with one, right? And I've been doing that, and I've been watching, any changes. Now, what you have to understand is that when it comes to football betting, us football fans, right, we bet with our heart usually and not our head. So yes, Xabi Alonso is an obvious favourite because he's got a Liverpool connection, and he is, as Brendan Rodgers would say, a fantastic manager, okay? So, however, the odds are very short, and that's because a lot of Liverpool fans, they want it to happen. You know what I mean? So they'll be putting money on that. Now, when it comes to betting, if I go to like the horse racing, or picking the next manager of Liverpool Football Club, I don't want to back a favourite. I want to back at the horses. I want to back a horse that's going to challenge the favourite, that's going to give me a run. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just like, oh, I'm doing it, 4 to 11. It's just I don't like that. You might lose, but whatever. It's betting, and you only gamble what you're willing to lose, right? So if you know you're going to go out on a Saturday night and spend 40 quid, then that's how you should look at with betting. It's like, well, I'm going to spend that, and if I win some, it's a bonus. So that's how it should be. So when it came to the betting of the Liverpool manager, I obviously want to have a flutter on that. The last time I did that was between Brendan Rodgers and, was it Martinez? Roberto Martinez, is that his name? I can't remember his fucking name. And you remember at the time that Roberto Martinez was walking down the street having a coffee with John Henry in, I think it was Miami. Was it Miami? It wasn't Boston, was it? Google it and you'll see the image. And even though those 2 individuals were pictured and it was in the media, I still put my money on Brendan Rodgers at the time because that's what I thought was going to happen. That's what I heard. And I kept putting more and more on at the time. But that was, in fairness, based more on information that I was hearing. Now, so I like to have a bet when it comes to things like this, just like a little interest. Now, I backed Ruben Amorim to be the next manager of Liverpool Football Club, right? Now, it's very easy to back someone that's a short favourite because it looks more likely. But this was when he was probably 10th, 12th favourite. He was around, depending on the bookmakers, anywhere from 14 to 20 to 1 or something like that. I know Watty, one of the lads on here, a big supporter of mine, a great kid. I think he got him at 16 to 1. I probably got a little bit less than that, maybe 14s or something, but that's quite a big price. And that was because I was hearing a little few whispers, and also I was like looking at the different candidates, if you like, and I thought he sounds perfect, right? If it's not Alonso, so that was my bet, right? That was my bet. That's the one that I don't know, put 20 euros, 20 quid on it or something like that, right? And I also had 5 euros on Nagelsmann, I think. But that was just daft, I don't know, that was my 3, was like, I didn't have a bet on Alonso, but it was Alonso, Amorim, Nagelsmann, I think. I've already forgot. But the point I'm making here is Ruben Amorim was quite out. And then he dropped in within, not long after I said that about the, sorry, I'm getting messages here. That he was my candidate. I didn't influence that, but around the same time, his price just like, boom, fucking dropped down to like 4 favourite or something like that, right? And he was up in the I don't know, maybe a steady 8-1, 9-1 or something like 8-1. Third favourite he was from memory. I say from memory because it's been changing. And that's why I'm making this video, right? This is why I'm making this video. Xabi Alonso remains the favourite at 8-11. Ruben Amorim is now 3-1. 3-1, guys, right? And that price has been cut and shortened yesterday and today. Because yesterday he was 4.5-1, 4-1, and he's now 3-1. That's progression, right? That means people are putting money on that at the bookmakers and they're bringing it down, right? And I'm not talking 20 quid here, 10 quid there. People are putting money on it, right? Now, remember, I made a video only years ago about Sky Bet and all that and explained how, you know, to do with betting and football and stuff. And it was a very popular video. It doesn't... You shouldn't go by, you shouldn't just go by a short price when it's a football bet like this because of the way fans bet with their heart. Alonso being an example. Ruben Amorim, there is no reason in the world, in my opinion, that this money that's going on Ruben Amorim is just football fans with their heart. I don't believe that. To me, this signifies... this is betting on a wider scale because someone's heard something. I guarantee you, right? Doesn't mean he will be appointed Liverpool manager, but someone's heard something. Like, it's between Alonso and Amorim. That kind of thing. Really? All right. Fucking boom. Right? Roberto De Zerbi, who has been a strong second favourite from day one, has gone out as a result of Amorim coming in. So Robert De Zerbi was, and he's gone out 2 points. We call it points, right? So yesterday, I think he was he 4-1, 4.5-1, 5-1? So he's gone out, right? Which is really surprised me. It was Nagelsmann, by the way, that was I put a fiver on Nagelsmann. So my three, Alonso, Amorim, Nagelsmann, right? They've been my solid three from the off. Now, what am I trying to say? Ruben Amorim, all right? Now, if you follow my content, you know that I've been banging on about Amorim from the off. I put real money on the fucker, right? And it's not just to have an interest, it's because of things I've heard as well. Now, since that, over the weeks that we've been discussing all of these things, I've discussed in these videos and on the Cop Talk podcast and on the Cop Talk members website, various things to do with Ruben Amorim. And, who's it? Hulk Hogan, whatever he's fucking called, right? It is alleged that he, and I've made videos on here, it's not just on the members website, I've made videos on here for everybody. It is alleged, very good information, that Hogan has been went to Germany. I don't know when it was, probably 2 weeks ago. Went to Germany, which, you know, why did he go to Germany? So most people, oh, Alonso, is it Alonso? Is it Nagelsmann? Is it any of the others? You know, do you know what I mean? So but we don't know why he went to Germany. But in the same week, and I was part of the same itinerary, he went to Spain, right? This has been discussed already if you've missed it. It is on here. There is a video all about this, and it's certainly on the members' website. He went to Spain, allegedly, and we were told categorically that he went to Spain to meet Ruben Amorim's representative or representatives, because I don't know whether it's one person, two people, or whatever. No idea, right? And then return back. Now, okay, I was going to start quoting snippets and posts to do with our, you know, top people on the members race, but I don't think it's necessary. Ruben Amorim, I personally think, opinion, all right, before you start fucking having a go in 3 months' time saying this aged well, didn't it? You can only base your opinions on what's happening at the current fucking time. And for those of you that, you know, the casual viewers that are here that are a bit dumb and that, and you sat there with your fucking chewing gum, you know, knocking one out at home and that in your little bedrooms and that, you know, away from mummy and daddy, right? Adult men, 18 plus or whatever. But what I'm saying, right, is for you guys that don't get it, right, football changes. It does. Do you know what I mean? One of my bugbears is when people criticise journalists sometimes and say, well, last week he said this. It's like, well, but something else has fucking changed, hasn't it? Right, come on, you know what I'm saying, right? Things can change. I'm basing my opinions on today. I still think it's Alonso's to turn down. Right, I do. I think it's Alonso's to turn down. But Ruben Amorim, right, I believe it's between those two. I do. And I've said that from fucking day one when he was an outsider, right? So, and the fact that his money's, the fact that his odds have tumbled again. In the last 24, 48 hours, twice, someone has heard something. Someone has heard something. I'm telling you, mark my words, someone has heard something. That's not Liverpool fans thinking, oh, I fancy Ruben Amorim, he'd be a good manager. Can't see many people betting against Alonso anyway on a grand fucking scale when it comes to the heart. That's it. My video is to tell you that Ruben Amorim is suddenly just boom, gone like that. Right? And it ties in with every single bit of information we've been provided since day one. It ties in, guys. Now, the thing is with Ruben Amorim, he apparently told his president, if there's any, approaches or job offers for me during, the season, I don't want to know. My job is focusing on this team, right? And that, in what I thought previously was that could cause a problem because Liverpool are not going to fuck around. They're not going to go around, all right, well, we'll speak to you in the summer, though. They need to do something. Now, the agent of Ruben Amorim, if he did meet with Liverpool, Hulk Hogan, or whatever he's fucking called, right? If he did meet him or anyone else or third-party representatives, however you want to word it, then that's good, isn't it? Because the agent's going, well, he don't want telling about it, but I'm going to go and see what's what. You don't do that if you ain't interested. FSG, how many times have FSG said the club's not for sale? But then you hear of them sitting down with people. Or do you remember a few years ago there was a guy that was representing FSG and he was going for sit-downs left, right and centre with different potential parties and that. They'd sit down and have a, like, oh yeah. And then FSG, there'd be rumours and then FSG go, no, we're not interested in selling the, But it's like you don't want to sell your house. But if someone comes to your house and says, well, we're interested in buying your house. You go, it's not for sale, mate, but just as a matter of interest. What would you, do you know what I mean? So, Ruben Amorim's agent definitely has met with Liverpool. Right. In my opinion. What day are we on? We need to trace back a few days and see what's happened with the Ruben Amorim stuff. So, right, okay, I'm sorry, I get excited and that, right? Because when things fall into place and I get a little bit like, yes, you know what I mean? Because it means that everyone that's been saying stuff has been fucking accurate. But then you've got to throw in the disclaimer now for those that are a little bit short of a fuse, a fuse short of a plug, and say, but it doesn't mean he's going to be the manager. Because sometimes you've got to spell it out to people. That's it. Someone's heard something. That's it. Someone's heard something. I would urge you to look at a video I did yesterday that says something like, next Liverpool manager, you must read this. I think it's titled. There is a link in the video description. You don't need to watch the video. There's a link in the video description to an article on the BBC about the different managers and a bit about Ruben Amorim. I would urge you to go and read that, right? If you care about who's appointed the next manager of Liverpool Football Club, you need to go back to that video, not watch it, but just jump straight to the video description and click on the link to the BBC. And there is a key article and breakdown about De Zerbi, Alonso, Amorim, etc. Now, I've got to be honest with you. If Amorim was appointed manager of Liverpool Football Club, I'd be delighted. I would. Right, all right. I want Alonso. Right, I really do. But I'd be delighted if Amorim got it. Not just because I win my bet, because equally, you know, I'd feel a bit silly because the other day I was saying, you know, right now I feel like it is going to Alonso's, but I still feel that. I still feel that it's Alonso's to lose. I really do. I didn't want De Zerbi to get it. I've got to be honest with you, or I don't want. And he's gone out. You know, someone has heard something. I'm fucking telling you guys, someone's heard something. You know, like, I feel like scratching this video, you know, and starting again and just calming down and making it concise. But this is me. Do you know what I mean? I can't help the way that I do these things and how my brain works. Sometimes something comes into my fucking head when I'm talking to you. And anyway, I make these videos for people that like my videos and that support me and my friends. So fuck anyone else. Fuck them. What do you think? What do you think? What's your latest, you know, because you're allowed a different opinion. You might have commented on one of my videos a week ago saying something completely different to what you might say now. But we're the fucking grown-ups around here. We might not act like it sometimes on a Saturday night, but we are the grown-ups around here. And you're allowed to change your mind based on the events that, you know, that create opinions or whatever. Don't get me wrong. Tomorrow, Amorim, it could reverse and go the other way. I know I'm fucking right. I know I'm right. Dunk knows best. I'm telling you right now, I know I'm fucking right. Can't prove I'm right, but I know I'm right. Because of the trickle of information about Amorim that we have had from the start. And if you've been around here and watched everything, or if you're on the members website and read everything, or if you're on the podcast and have listened to everything, you'll know that there is consistency with what I've been saying. But deep down inside, I've always been thinking, it's between them two, but watch FSG appoint De Zerbi. That's what I've been thinking from... I swear down, I've been thinking that from start to finish. And if he got the job, fine, you know, I'd be like, fucking, he's our fucking manager. He wants the fucking job, we go with it. But that's what, privately, I've been thinking, it's between Alonso and Amorim. Watch him appoint De Zerbi. Do you know what I mean? It's driving me mental. It's driving me mental. But there are other candidates I wouldn't rule out, like Nagelsmann. But I don't want to start going all Grill and Balaguer and picking everyone. Do you know what I mean? Listen, I am not a Twitter ITK and never would fucking want to be one, right? That is for sure. As Rafa would say, hey, for sure. I am not. And I do not know who will be the next. How would I know? My phone hasn't rang yet. It's not there. There's nothing happening. No, nothing. Nothing, guys. We're here to talk amongst ourselves and to analyse and monitor what is claimed and what is said. Backed up with a great fucking community on the members' website. And I don't give a fuck if you think I'm pushing the members' website. It doesn't make any fucking difference to me anyway. Fucking hell, I'd need hundreds of people to join in one day to change my life. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. This is it. Plateaued, right? That's it. We've plateaued in life, all right? That's it. Hopefully not going to go any worse. I don't think it's going to get any better on that front. I'm just happy to be here with you guys. Yes. So, if you appreciate the video, please thumbs up. Hey, what's up, kids? No, it's not kids. That's me saying they're kids. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, guys? Please thumbs up. No, that fucking shite. But I'm a granddad. I'm just told that people have to thumbs up your video to help with an algorithm or something like that. I don't fucking care. I care more about it if you buy me a beer today because I've decided to go out. Let me see what they've said. Are we going out? Let's have a look. What's fucking hell for? That says fucking hell. Let me go back to... It's on. We've got listen to this, right? I'll tell you this, right? We're not talking, the casual viewers, you can leave now. So I'm just talking to my friends. I got this message at 9:45. Morning, mate. We've been back over a couple of days. Are you up for a drink today? And I've got some new tricks to show you. Sounds ominous, doesn't it? He's a fucking magician. He's a magician. And I met him in the bar a few weeks back and he blew my mind. Answer me this. How did he do this, right? Never met this guy before in my fucking life. Never. I was introduced to him. Hi, mate. All right, because I get on with everyone, mate. I love everyone, man. Right? And one of my mates says, oh, he's fucking really good. Watch him. He starts doing all these fucking tricks in pub and that. You know what I mean? And but a really, really nice guy as well. And he says to me, pick 4 numbers, he said, like individual digits, you know, like 1, 3, 8, 2, something like that, right? He says, pick 4 digits, right? So I picked in my mind, right? Didn't tell him, 1, 9, 5, 6. The year my mum was born, my late mother, God bless her, right? He said, pick an important year, something that means, no, he didn't say a year. He said, pick 4 digits, which most people would put down as a year in the mind. So he was like, pick 4 numbers that are important to you. So I'm thinking, right, 1956, my mum was born, bless her. So I went, right, and he went, have you got it? I went, yeah, And he carried on doing his magic and all that. And I completely forgot about it. And as he was leaving, like to go to the bar to get his drink, about 20 minutes later, he spun his calculator around in front of me. And on the calculator, it said 1956. He went, was that the number? Is that important to you, that number? I was like, fuck right off, bro, I'm not having that. I think I even went on fucking social media at the time and said, can someone explain this to me? I was blown away. And to this day, I don't know. I don't know how he did it. He didn't know anything about my background, my mum or anything. He's never met me before in my life. So anyway, he messaged me. Sorry, I've got this one message. I need to reply to him now and say, yeah, we're going out at 2. That's 1 o'clock UK. And then, in our Piss Pots group, that's what it's called. Anyone playing out today? If so, what time? I put 2, question mark, which is usually 2 hours before I go. Be nice to grab some sun if it's not too windy. Ends 2. Later would also be nice to see you guys. I'm a nice guy, aren't I? And he's put, yeah, 2 sounds good. So, I'm going, 2's half an hour from now. I've got to go. What do you think about Ruben Amorim? Something's happened. Please, guys. I know you guys that are my friends on here. Trust me and trust my judgment, right? I'm not saying that's going to happen. You guys know that, right? All I'm saying in this video is someone has heard something. And that might just be someone of seniority saying, we'll be honest with you, it's between Alonso and Amorim. And that's gone. And that's why money's exchanging for Amorim. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But I had to give a bit of background to events just in case there are new people here. New people, you are welcome here. Honestly, you really, really are. It's just new people sometimes tend to come in and start thinking they fucking know. You know what I mean? Like, but you're very welcome here. I've had some lovely comments off new subscribers on here recently. People say, I've just stumbled on your videos, don't love them. Different style, different kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And that means everything to me when there's a new person says that. So if you are new around these parts, please, you know, say that. Let me know. It just frustrates me sometimes when a name you've never seen before comes on here and starts giving you shit. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, have a good time. I'm going to be a good boy. I promise I'm going to be a good boy. Listen, I'm on Twitter at Duncan Oldham and Instagram at Duncan Oldham. But we have a chat room that you can join anytime on your mobile phone or your computer or your laptop, your tablet, right? All you have to do on your web browser is type in T for Telegram, t.me/CopTalkChat, t.me/CopTalkChat. You'll be prompted to download Telegram, which is a massive application like WhatsApp, but better. It's free. You can download that, and that shouldn't put you into our group. I have to approve it, all right? And there's also t.me/CopTalkNews, which is self-explanatory, but CopTalkChat is where you'll see many of the people that are in the comments on here, Liverpool fans talking about stuff. And there's hundreds of you guys in there. And when you join, you can register as John Smith. You know, if you're paranoid about someone knowing that you call Sandra, really, on Saturdays. And you don't have, nobody sees your telephone number or anything like that. Just check your privacy settings. By default, nobody should see any of that shit unless you change it. Love you to join us. You know, this is part of a community that I would love you to be involved with. And I'm telling you right now, the people that are around here all the time, they will tell you that this is a really good place to be, you know, because we look out for each other. It's not just about making fucking videos, trying to entertain people, or else my videos would be 3 minutes long. Like, how come, right? How come YouTube says the ideal length of a video is 3 minutes? That's the perfect amount of time to entertain, you know, and pleasure your audience or whatever. But your woman would say 3 minutes ain't enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather do 25 minutes in a video than 3 minutes. But on the flip side, with the missus, yeah, hypothetically, I'd rather do 3 minutes and just fucking get on with it, you know what I mean? I'd rather have a bacon sandwich, to be honest. Right, I'm out, guys. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up, drop me a comment. If you want to get me a bevy, whatever it's called, hit the super thanks. This will be my last video for today. Hopefully not forever. I don't see there being any videos tomorrow, but we will do a live stream tomorrow before the game. Cheers, guys. Hey, listen, have a great fucking weekend, man, right? I hope I've explained myself in this video.